Hey, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I'm gonna do something a little different this evening. I want to talk about something that grinds my gears. It really grinds my gears. You have a motor vlogger, motorcycle channel. He's got 500,000 subs or more. He's got a lot of subs. And stupid subject, he's talking about 1000cc motorcycles are useless. No, he's saying it's useless because he's making all kinds of excuses, saying, "Oh, it's about clout. You can't use the power. Blah 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 blah." The whole thing. Well, you can only use but so many gears. You can't ride it to its potential. This that. They're not fun to ride. The same old bullshit. Same old bullshit. Then you got another channel that says 600cc motorcycles are useless. They one guy saying you should get a 1000. One guy saying you shouldn't get a 1000 because of the power. He's making all kinds of excuses, and then he says, "I had 2 friends that died on 1000s." So basically, you blaming the motorcycle and not the rider. It's the rider, not the bike. I'm gonna show you something right here. This bike is 35 years old. This is a V65 Sabre. This motorcycle is 35 years old. It's in excellent shape. This motorcycle is capable of doing 150 miles an hour. That don't mean that I'm gonna just get on this bike. That don't mean that I'm gonna get on this bike and make this bike do 150 miles an hour. This is 1100cc, it's a V65 Sabre. This bike will still do 150. This thing will cruise about 130. That don't mean you go out here and you do 140 miles an hour. You gotta use common sense, people. It's maturity, it's the rider, it ain't the bike. This is 35 years old. This is a 600-pound bike. The reason why I chose this bike, it has a lot of power when I want it. Yeah, I play around with it. I play around with it when it's safe. I play around with it. But you gotta use common sense. And see, when I'm in the urban areas, I do the speed limit. I don't speed on it when I'm especially in urban areas. The fastest I've ever been on this bike, you can laugh. The fastest I've ever been on this bike was about 80 miles an hour. And the reason why I slowed down, because where I live, I have a lot of deer. You have to take into consideration your environment. It's common sense. It's not the motorcycle, it's the rider. It's you. You are responsible for your safety. Nothing else, nobody else. You can get killed on a 50cc. You can get killed on a 125. If you out here acting like a buffoon, doing stunts, do you realize on YouTube the channels that I can pull people doing wheelies, people doing stunts, people doing wheelies standing up on the seat, people doing burnouts. It ain't the motorcycle, it's the rider. Peace, I'm out.